back with another podcast here. What's up, guys? Thanks for staying here in my absence. I really appreciate that. Had to get back to creating some content. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the podcast here, the Smorgasbord. I'm going to do some reaction to a guy named Red Rocket, who's a guy that was racing against my brother. And so this is in Music City Kartplex, the shifter night race. Yeah, I raced in the rental kart class, which is pretty fun. So that's what we're gonna do. So sit back, relax, and here we go. It's actually really fun to race at night. I'm not gonna lie. Me and my brother both enjoy racing at night more so. Red Rocket, special shout out. If you guys are into racing, go check him out. My rental cart had like a 5-second delay on it, so even if I came off the gas pedal for even the slightest time, it would just like reset me, and then I would reach like max speed in the middle of this straightaway right here, and then I'd have to go back into, and I never touched the brakes either. I figured out how to not touch the brakes and just simply go wide and, you know, do different things. These are all custom go-karts right here. These are all shifters, and these bad boys go up to like 100 miles an hour. So they're doing their little warm-up couple of laps. You just go ahead and expand that real quick. I believe that's Elliot in front of him, actually. Oh, I can't tell. 6? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's Elliot. But he was racing with a white helmet on. According to regulate, we put a GoPro or the Insta360 X5 on his helmet, and it went against regulations. Elliot wears blue. He's right here. This first one. He's right here. This is Elliot. Boom. Let's see here. Green flag. Go, go, go. Elliot does a pretty good job blocking him, too, for the most part. I believe it's Elliot and his teammate. They ride for a team named Praga. It's Elliot and his teammate. I think this is both of them right here. I'm pointing at it as if you guys can see that. This is Elliot right here. I think they just passed Elliot's teammate. I believe he wears like a lighter blue, like a teal color onesie racing uniform. These carts break down nonstop. Ooh, he hugged that barrier right there. On that same corner, I flew backward. I got into a wreck with... I was trying to avoid a wreck and I actually ended up spinning myself out. I hit the brakes and then tried to gas it coming around that corner, and my wheels just slipped out from under me. I don't know who this is. I think I know who this is. I think this is Elliot's teammate right here. Not sure, though. Ooh. 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 Saved that one. So, according to regulation, if you want to get this kind of content from your go-kart, you have to have it mounted to the go-kart. Otherwise, it compromises the integrity of the helmet, which is basically what that is. So, in Elliot's last race of the night, or of the day, we were there from 10:30 in the morning until 12:30 that night. Yeah, they are hauling it around this track right now. Unfortunately, I did not win any of my classes because I was stuck in the very back, but it is what it is. On the last race, that's what I'm saying. In the last race that Elliot was in, I can't remember if it was this race here or the one after this or a different one. There's a sensor that goes right up into Elliot's exhaust pipe, and it completely just blew out. And you can hear it. It was like they were screaming like this, and then it was just like, "Boom!" Like just is a huge hole, probably about half an inch wide. There are motors. So the shifter motor in Elliot's go-kart is like 5 figures. Like he paid a good amount for his engine. The ones that don't have the shifter mount, they're about $1,000. So these parts have to be replaced almost daily. Like these dudes are taking their engines apart and putting on the new stuff, and then putting their whole engines all the way back together, and then putting them back on the cart, which is just so interesting to me. So I don't think I've ever seen Elliot come out of a race where he didn't have to fix something, adjust something, replace a part. There was always a tool in his hand. There was always a part that he was... I don't even know if they're adjustments that he's making. I think it's just like trying to hold the cart together. I can't remember if he gets around Elliot or not. Let's see here. Oh, go away. Depending on the battery life of my camera right now, we'll find out if he actually gets around Elliot or not. Gotta keep an eye on it up there. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh! Oh, he does. He got past Elliot. Where did Elliot go? I'm trying to look at these shadows to see what's going on right now. I don't recall Elliot ever wrecking out. But if memory serves me correctly, this is the race where his exhaust pipe just goes boah. He's looking over his shoulder, probably trying to find... Either he's looking over his shoulder trying to find Elliot, or looking at where he's going next. I'm not sure. Elliot told me while we were at the track that the fastest he's ever gone around this track is 31, around about 31 miles an hour around this track. And it really feels like you're hauling it too, like really, really ripping track on that rental cart too. And then I see playback footage of myself, and I'm like, I'm not moving at all. These dudes are, though. These dudes are really going as fast as they look like they're going. Wonder if they'd ever have a drag race with their go-karts just to see how fast they can really go. But it looks like Red Rocket had a pretty clean pass on Elliot. Applied that pressure to him. Either that or Elliot's exhaust actually gave out in that moment. So I'm not really sure, but it looked clean. I'll give it to him. It looked like a really clean pass. When I was in the practice portion of the rental cart class, they were straight up savages, man. Bumper cars. I was just like, I got turned around and someone came and just like smashed the front. I was like, oh my word. I've actually got on the X5 me looking at people doing like a knife hand at them and grilling them middle of the practice round. I was like, after we got done with the practice run, I was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I'm not even going to do this ever again. I'm just going to run a clean race and let's see what happens. Oh, we got a cart down over there. That's not Elliot. I don't recall anybody going down like that. They're coming back in now, I think. Yeah, they're coming back in now. Well, good going, Mr. Red Rocket. Clean pass on my brother Elliot in that race. How far does this extend? When did he edit this to? I have a death grip on my steering wheel every time, and I've got gloves on. So whenever I hit this part of the pit area, I'm always shaking both of my hands out because I'm like white knuckling my rental cart. It's just not getting up to speed fast enough. Ah, that's actually Elliot right over here. But we'll get to that one later. Sorry there, Red Rocket. So if you well, gotta go, guys. See you later.